morning class. I'm Mrs. Mariam Job and I welcome you all to your literature video. Dear students, in this video we are going to start a new poem and it is Travel. The name of the poem is Travel and this is written by Edna St. Vincent Millay. You will see that how Edna so beautifully she has described when you have a desire of something in you, when you want to do something or to have something, then you keep on thinking about this always, whether actually that thing is there or not, but you will keep on thinking about that thing. And in the poem there is a girl who maybe she's bored of her daily routine or daily work or studies or whatever you can think she is doing. She is now bored of all these things. She is not liking them and she wants some change in her life, and because of which she wishes to go to some different place. Not to that particular, she doesn't want to stay in that place, but she wishes to go to some different place and explore so many things. Here Edna St. Vincent, we are going to talk about her. First of all, the poem Travel is written by Edna St. Vincent Millay, and here she is, we will have a small description. That she was among the most famous and successful poets in America. We have many of them, but this girl, she is also the woman we are talking about. She is also one of the poets who is quite famous in America. She won the Pulitzer Prize for her poetry. She won many prizes, dear children, and what her work reflects is both traditional and modern elements of poetry. Traditional means old things which we are following through, like traditions are simply, you can say, the things which you are following since long. Your forefathers must be doing that, then your parents are doing it, then you are the one who is carrying forward those things. It means those things are traditional things, and modern things, we are in the modern world. Whatever things we can see around, they all are these all things, you can say, we are living in a modern world. We are having all the modern things, all the gadgets which we are using. They were not in the old days or the days of your grandparents, but we are using. This is what modern age says. And she uses both the things, traditional things also and the modern things also in the poetry. And what actually this poem is about, the poem is about a deep longing to travel. Longing means a deep desire. You are eagerly wanting to do this. That is called desire. And a desire to go out and see the world. To go out and see the world is to see different aspects of life. When we are in the house, we can only think of the things which we can see around. But actually when we will go out, we come to know that, acha, these things are also in the market. Oh my God, this is also there. Oh, around us it is so beautiful. Those things we can know only when we will go out of our house. So here in the first stanza it says, the railroad track is miles away and the day is loud with voices speaking. Yet there isn't a train goes by all day, but I hear its whistle shrieking. Now in the first stanza, you can see we have 3 stanzas of the poem and each stanza is of 4 lines, okay. So in the first stanza it says that the railroad means the track. We all are familiar with trains. We all must have travelled by it. We all know that trains move on tracks. And here the railroad track is miles away. Miles away means very far from the house of this girl, whose description we are going to study in this poem. From her house it is miles away. Just imagine, it is miles away then also, and the day is loud with voices speaking. She says that track is miles away and in the daytime she could hear only the chattering and talking of the people who are around the house, around her. And whole day she could hear only that. Yet there isn't a train goes by all day. There isn't means is not a train. And it is expressed by that not even a single train goes by all day. Whole day not even a single train goes on the track. But this girl, but I hear its whistle shrieking. She says, the track is far from me, the railway station would be far from her house, the track is far, and throughout the day she couldn't hear, no train passes from that track, but still she could hear the sound of the train. Whistle shrieking means making a loud, high-pitched cry. When train comes to the station, children, that point of time, if you have experience of going on the platform and experiencing this, you must have seen that you can hear that shrieking of the horn, you can say. That is the thing which is mentioned here, that she could hear. From where she could hear? Can you think? Everything is far away from there, and she could only experience the chattering and the talking of the people throughout the day. But still she says that it is miles away from my house, but still I don't know how I am hearing all these things. Here she explains that whatever we people have in our heart, our wishes, our thoughts, what we keep on thinking. Suppose if I am thinking about something like that I will get this on my birthday, I will get a big video game on my birthday, then all the time I will think about that only. And automatically when I will sleep also, when I will do some work also, then too I will keep on thinking, and after some time I will think that thing I have played with, that I have already experienced playing with that. That is a thing which we all must have experienced. In the second stanza it says, all night there isn't a train goes by, though the night is still for sleep and dreaming. But I see its cinders red on the sky and hear its engine steaming. So here in the second stanza, beautifully she describes that all night there is not a single train that goes by that route or that track. Daytime also no train goes on same route. Night time also no train goes on the route. But through the night is still for sleep, though the night is still for sleep and dreaming. She says, though I know that night is meant for sleeping. Children, night is not meant for playing games like children are doing nowadays. But it is only meant for sleeping, resting. Whole day we work, whole day we keep on working, keep on tiring ourselves. But night we want time to rest, and that is why it is said that night time is only for sleeping. And here it says, although night time is meant for sleeping, but still I cannot sleep. I still fall sleeping though the night is, but I see its cinders red on the sky. She says, but what I experience, I keep on thinking about train journey and the things I will see in that, and all those things you can experience. But she says, what I see in the dream, in the dreams we see several things. And I am telling you, you will observe this and you will see this, that night time, whatever you will dream, that is never you will see in real. We see all the things which are actually cannot come true. Like we will see a tree full of ice cream, we can see chocolates hanging around. All these things are not true, but because we want them to be true, and that is why we all see this in our dreams. And here the girl says, although the night is meant for sleeping, resting and dreaming too, though the night is still for sleep, but I see its cinders red on the sky. Cinders red, the meaning is given in the book. Small pieces of partly burned wood or coal. Here Nowadays, we have trains which run by with the help of electricity, run by electricity. But in the olden days, what was the condition? This poem is written in the time when we had all coal engines, steam engines were there. That is why she says that cinders red. Cinders means that embers. Embers, you know, coal. When you burn coal, it will give you heat also definitely, and it is red in color. And when you can see some flames coming out of it, and with the flames you can see the partial burnt things which comes out from that. And she says that, but I don't know, I couldn't sleep, or if I sleep also, then also my imagination goes to the same track, same thing. I think of train journey, and then she says that still, in spite of all these things, still I hear its engine steaming. Means still she could, as I have told you, nothing is near her house, everything is far. No train goes even in the morning, even at night. Then also this girl, she is thinking as if that she could hear the sound of the steaming engine. Steaming means, of course, the engines which give steam. That is the meaning of steaming engine. And she says, children, generally what happens when whatever we think, that only those things we imagine and see everywhere. If we are thinking about something good, something, suppose if we want something from our parents, then we keep on thinking about that thing only every time, and when we will sleep, definitely that will come in our dream. And in the last stanza it says, my heart is warm with the friends I make. She says it's not that I don't have friends. It means my heart is warm. I love my friends. I'm very fond of friends, fond of people, fond of making friends. But still, I wish, what I wish, and better friends I'll not be knowing. If I will not go on a journey, if I will not go for a trip through the train, then I will not get the chance to meet the other people, to make friends with other people. Like in the train, when we go, in the beginning everybody is stranger to us, but as soon as we talk to them, we converse with them, we have a lot of talks like what is your name, where you are going, all that when we have, after that we think little comfortable there, that now okay, now they are like friend to us. And yet there isn't a train I wouldn't take. And she says in the second last line that it is not that I want any particular train to board on, but I can have any train, wherever it is going, how long the journey is, what sort of people are there on it. I am not bothered. Only the thing which bothers me is that I want to leave this place, this routine day of mine, this routine work of mine which I am continuously doing since long. I want some refreshment from that boring life, and I want to have the new people. I want to talk to the new people. I want to have new friends. And children, what happens in our life, whatever we have, we don't like that, and we want other things which we don't have. Like if somebody is having something, and if we are having better than that, then too we will not like what we have. We want that thing what other person is having, because we have liking for the things which others are having, not what we have with us. And so this girl says, that is why I want better people. Maybe she is having better friends, but she says I would get better than what I am having. The friends which I am having right now, I can get better friends than that. So that is why she wants to go on a journey to explore the world, to find out what are the things which I can see around, the culture, the tradition. Maybe she is fond of visiting new places, and she loves to do that. That is why she says that she preferred train only, not any other means of transport, only train. She opted train, and it is her desire, deep desire, to go and board a train and go for a journey. This is what poet explains in the poem. I hope this is clear to you, children. I would like to tell you that you can learn the word meanings of the poem and you can revise the poem. Thank you and have a nice day.